What's up, guys? Austin here from abbdrums.com, back with another episode of Study the Greats. So recently I've been going back and watching some old Joe Morello videos, and man, I didn't quite realize how much of a badass he actually was until I started digging into his solos. He had an extremely high level of technical mastery, but also had this really deep musical groove to everything he did, which is why his playing is so easy to listen to. So what I'm going to try to do here is deconstruct some concepts from one of his old Take 5 solos in 1961. So let's head to the computer and take a look at what he's doing. All right, this is Joe playing with the Dave Brubeck Quartet in 1961. If you've never listened to this band, you have to find the album Time Out. It's one of those beautiful jazz classics that everyone needs to know about, so definitely go listen to that whenever you get a chance. But I'm just going to play this solo from beginning to end. It's about 2.5 minutes, so let's just sit back, relax, and just take this in here. Now that is a drum solo. All right, so let's head to the kit and see if we can break down some of these concepts. Okay, the first thing we need to understand about this solo is that it's in 5/4, and he builds it around this foot ostinato. The kick drum is on the 1, and the hi-hat is on 2 and 4. That may seem simple in isolation, but when you add in the hands over top, it's actually pretty difficult to maintain. But he starts off by playing a little groove with just his hands on the drums, and it's a 2-bar pattern. It has a nice little melody to it, and it sets up the structure for the rest of the solo quite nicely. So let's watch that again. I've never really tried to play with just my hands before practicing this video, so this is new for me, but I'll attempt to recreate this groove as best as I can for you here. So that's a cool concept to start off with. If you've never tried to play with just your hands before, give it a shot. It's a little more difficult than you might think. So after that, he does some more improvisation, plays some really cool phrases. He eventually switches over to the sticks and plays some really cool licks, a couple crossover things in there. So I'm not going to get too deep into that. I'll let you go back and watch that. But I want to go ahead and fast forward to the section where he shifts into playing these really big accents with the right hand while filling in the triplets with the left hand. So let's watch that again. I mean, come on. That's pretty nuts, right? So what he's doing there is he shifts into eighth note triplets, and the right hand is playing these really big accents, and the left hand is filling in all those triplets underneath. Now, one of the things that's kind of crazy about this is he actually keeps a continuous string of singles with the left hand all the way through beat 4 of that first bar before switching into a linear pattern. So that's like a really long time to play a continuous string of singles with the left hand. I mean, his left hand was dialed in. And it's pretty interesting to see how his technique changes from being more of a wrist stroke from a lower position to being more of like a two-finger technique in an overhand position where he's coming in at a steeper angle. So this is still something I'm trying to develop. I can't play this nearly as fast as him, but I'll try to demonstrate this for you slowly so you can see what it looks like. That shit is hard, man. All right, so after he pulls that out, then he shifts into another gear to take everything up a notch. So let's watch that again. So what he does there is he shifts from the triplets into straight 16th notes, and he plays pretty strong single strokes while maintaining that main accent structure. So here's what that looks like at a couple different speeds. And then after that, he takes it up another notch for the big climax, and he orchestrates that pattern onto the cymbals with kick drums underneath. So let's watch that again. So all he's doing there is just taking that pattern and moving it up to the cymbals and adding kick drums underneath. But the tricky thing about this is he shifts from playing single strokes to playing diddle combinations. So now it's paradiddle diddle, paradiddle diddle, paradiddle, paradiddle. And the cool thing about that is that allows him to now bring the left hand up to the left crash to bring in more of the drum set and kind of add some action into this big climactic ending, right? So I'll try to demonstrate this for you at a couple different speeds. right, guys, hopefully that sheds a little more light on some of the concepts he's using in that solo. It's such a great solo. It's just composed beautifully. It has a structure to it. It builds up to a climax, and it just flows, right? So try out some of these concepts when you get a chance, and definitely take some time to go watch some Joe Morello videos if you haven't done that yet, because he's truly one of the greats. But that's going to do it for this episode. Thanks for watching. Be sure to visit abbdrums.com for more of my in-depth courses, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.